Hi, it's Rana, and today I have a layout for the Counterfeit Challenge. This is for challenge number one. It went live a few days ago, and I had, from the beginning of the month, from the beginning of the time when I created my kit, I knew what I wanted to do on this. Christine had asked me last month that to be a guest designer, and she told me about this challenge. And I had big plans. I really knew exactly what I wanted to do with it, and you're gonna see that go awry here. Um, I left some things in, but you'll see, how sometimes our ideas that we come up with in our brain don't always come to fruition, and this is definitely the case here. But I actually really like the layout that as it came together, I ended up with. So I hope you will stick with me here to the end, even through the issues that I had. And I left it in because you know what? Not every layout comes out exactly like what we planned in our head. So I'm going to get started with this. And one of the challenge elements was to use something that represents movement. So I'm using this. It's a sun ray, but it's kind of wonky. And I've actually used the same stencil on um, a Christmas layout of the girls in their little twirly dresses because it just reminds me of that. But I kind of thought, well, this really is fun, summery, and I like it. And it's kind of retro in a way, and I liked that too, especially with my kit because of some of the elements that I put in it. So, I'm getting started with this. This is a Distress um, crayon, and I just drew it on trying to have it thinner at the bottom where it's coming out of the sun and then thicker at the ends. And then as I'm kind of blending it out with my fingertips, I want the thicker lines to, look thicker. As I'm blending, I'm kind of moving it in so it makes it even thicker and softer, and I think that's kind of fun. I did extend it past my circle. You saw me use that circle template that I have actually used for something else just not long ago, and I stuck it with my stencils thinking it might come in handy again. And here it already is. So I'm liking that. I think that looks good. It looks really good with the red, and I'm glad I decided to go with the red on this orange because I it looks great with it. It's going to work with my pictures that I have picked out, and you saw those in the beginning. I'm also going to tell you that, let's see, the other elements of the challenge was to include a title of a song somewhere on your page and have three bright, bold colors. So the orange and the red, bright, bold, I really like that. The other paper that I'm going to bring in here in a minute um, also has a lot of bold colors. And so I really like how that looked like, what it looked like with it. So the challenge was to think about a song that makes you think about summer. And I scrapbook my grandsons or all of my grandkids um, pictures, and I'm making albums for all of them, which are several volumes, I'll be honest, because I started from birth and they're not even very old and they have a lot of books already. So that's that's fun. I love it. I try and document a good representation of their childhood through this, and I think that they will enjoy it later on. And so that's kind of what I'm scrapbooking. So the song that I chose is Good Day. It's by Forrest Frank. The boys love that. Um, it reminds me kind of baseball. And so that's why I chose these photos. But I had a really long story to tell. So I need a good amount of space for these photos. So I printed them fairly small. And that is where I'm running into trouble with this design because as I'm looking at this right here, and you've seen me fiddle and fiddle already, I don't like it. I think as I finally came around, the reason I don't like it is because the photos are too small. So I thought about reprinting and making them larger, but because I do want to include all three photos and the story, it's going to take up too much space for this design. I'm going to do it. I may even still use this song and represent that when I do it, but you're going to see in a moment, after I fiddle a little bit more, that I'm going to change my mind and switch to my second oldest grandson and choose a photo for him. I'm still going to actually, on his layout, have three photos, but I'm going to have one big 4x6 photo and two smaller ones. It's going to work out better. His had, a decent sized story to go along with it also. Um, but you'll see that here in just a minute. I am done at that point. So, as I said, take two. Here's my photo, my 4x6. This one is Bryson at field day. He got 3 ribbons that day, third place, second place, and first place. And so that was super exciting. And so I'm documenting that and I'm using the song Good Day, still very applicable. It still reminds me of summer. This is, I think, the second to the last day of school when they do their field day. And I've got 2 pictures there. I'm going to leave them upside down though because they have his whole class in them. So I am loving this photo though with his little ribbons, and the story that I'm documenting is that each year, well, in PE class before field day, they do races to determine who has the fastest time for the 100 and the 400 meter. And there's 4 different classrooms of his grade. All 4 of those classrooms, the coach chooses 2 kids, the 2 fastest kids, the 2 fastest boys, and then they do a separate race for the girls. So the 2 fastest kids from each class get to run on field day the 100 and the 400. So they have, 2 kids from each class for the 100, 2 kids from each class for the 400. Most of the time, the same kid does not qualify for both races. But Bryson actually did. I think he was the only one in his class that did qualify for both. And so he got to race both, and he got third in one and second in the other, which is so amazing. I mean, most of the kids don't even, get to race at all, and then he placed in both of those. So he was super proud, and I was proud of him, of course, because that's what grandmas do. They brag on their kids, and I want him to remember these good times. Um, this is the first place ribbon there was from the whole event. They do lots of relays. Everybody gets to do it. The whole class is competing against all of the other classes. And it's not just his grade, but it's, I think, 3 grades that he's going against, and they get points. And so anyway, the his class won first place in all of those. And they're all fun races. They're, all kinds of different things that they have to do. It's not all just running. It's lots of different things they have to uh, go through a hula hoop with their arms linked with the next kid, and they have to make the hula hoop go through. They step through it, and then they have to pass it through their arms, and all while they're kind of linked together there. It's really fun, really fun. Um, so all kinds of different challenges like that, and his class ended up first, and his teacher um, told the kids that if they came in first, that they could dump the bucket of water. So the 2 pictures down there are the kids dumping the bucket of water and then receiving their first place um, little ribbon there. So that is what the whole thing is about. Good Day is fantastic. It would have been a good day if he had not qualified, if he had not placed in those um, uh, races, anything. It still would have been a good day. For Bryson, especially, he was ready for school to get out. It's a good day that they were having field day, that school's almost out. He's getting to just have fun with his friends. Doesn't matter anything else. I mean, the wording of the song lyrics is a good day just because the God who made the universe knows me by my name, so it's a good day. It is a good day. This was a great day for Bryson, and I just wanted to, kind of document that. Like I said, the baseball, um, this feels like a good baseball song to me too. I will probably still do the song lyrics in some way on those baseball pictures too, because I thought it was a great idea. It just wasn't working with my design, but this did, and I really like it. So I'm going to come in here with some stars that were from my kit as well. And they are going to be kind of my finishing touches. I found this little quote here that says, "Play hard and dream big." And he has worked on his racing a little bit. He's not in track or anything, but he has focused more on looking straight ahead, running the race, not laughing and giggling because that's what he did last year. And, he's just naturally fast, but he wasn't taking it serious. But this year he took it a little more serious, and I will have a whole nother page with pictures of him actually racing um, to come. I will probably try and use this same kit with some of those as well. The last little thing I'm going to add is this super old basic gray. I didn't even mention that the red and the orange paper are both old basic gray ones. This little tab is also a basic gray. But again, if you go back to the first, you'll be able to see my kit and you'll see all of these products in there. The only thing I used that wasn't for my kit was my thickers that are down there that say "Good Day." So I've got some close-ups here. You'll be able to see my journaling, but I kind of explained it to you. That's my song lyrics, and I did just handwrite them and then cut them apart. I like how it turned out. I don't mind my handwriting, even though it's terrible. I don't mind it being on their layouts because I think maybe they will appreciate that someday when I'm gone. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you will go over to the Facebook group and check out what everyone else did on this challenge. Mine's going up late, but yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun and a very fun challenge, and I'll be back again with challenge number 2. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.